Hi friends, as you can see in the title of this video, we received our building permit finally, so we didn't want to waste any time. I'll tell you why here in a second, but we came out here today. So we received an email yesterday. We went and paid for it to the building department. The bad news is we paid almost $4,000, including the initial deposit. So it's very expensive. It's definitely a cost we weren't anticipating, but it is what it is. We just, because of a lack of knowledge, not because the cost went up or anything like that, we just didn't know that that fee existed, which we should have, but whatever. And then yesterday I also met up with our plan designer and I finally paid him. He told us that we don't need to pay him until our permit gets issued, just in case he needs to change something or whatever else. That way he'll still be motivated, I think was his reasoning. So we came out here today. I'm going to be out of state next week, all of next week, Sunday to Sunday. So I wanted to come out here today and stake out the layout of the house. And you'll see in the B-cam footage kind of how we did that, and I'll explain it a little bit more once I get home. It's very hot right now, and I just want to go home and shower. It's the end of the workday. We laid out where the house is going to be relative to the road as well. One of my pet peeves in these shots, you can see when houses aren't laid out parallel to the road, it just looks bad, even if it's just from Google Earth or whatever when you're looking, or Google Maps when you're looking at houses from above. But it also just kind of looks funny if it's at an angle, if it's at a very slight angle from the road, or it's not completely parallel. So that's the first thing I did. So the first inspection we have is the setback inspection. I think we can already pass that. The setbacks here, we have 30 feet, and I think we need 5 feet minimum, and it's clearly more than the 20 feet and the 5 feet minimums. So I'm hoping we can pass that inspection right away. If not, we can just do the setback inspection along with the footing inspection before we pour the footings. But I'm happy with the work we did today. We laid out the house, like I said. I even spray painted, like you saw, I spray painted the lines. We have just string line already in place, so we're ready to dig pretty much. I can tell the excavation guy, even while I'm out of town, to come and look kind of where the house is going to be placed, and then we can start thinking of where and how we're going to start moving dirt. Hopefully that happens within the next week. I talked with our excavation guy, who's also my wife's cousin and my friend. But he said he's about 2 weeks out with his schedule, with the work that he has right now. So hopefully the week after I come back home, we can start excavating. Also, some other good news, ICF blocks. I found another dealer, and he's going to sell them to us for cheaper than the price we got previously. So when we actually place the order, I'll go into what it costs. There's actually two different prices. One is for the straight blocks, and one is for the corners. And then there's also some clip charges and freight and whatever else. So I'll do a price dive on that. Other than that, I don't know if I'll make a video, because like I said, video next week, because like I said, I'll be out of town. But I'm very excited. I'm glad we got our permit. It took a little over 7 weeks, but I'm just super pumped to get started, and I'm glad it's finally starting to take shape, and I'm glad it's finally starting. But that's it. That's the small update that I have for you guys. Stay tuned. In a week or two, I'll post another video. Thank you for watching, and God bless. I'm in my garage, and before I head to the property, I'm going to make an address marker. The purpose of this address marker, as you're building, is so emergency services can find you, and then once you move in, once you pass your final inspection, actually to pass your final inspection, you need to have your address clearly posted on your house. So that's what I'm going to do right now. It's just a temporary thing, but it's required before I pass the first inspection, which is the setback inspection. I found this piece of 3/4 inch, I believe, OSB, just in the back where all the garbage is, and I'm gonna spray paint 5024, that's my address, on there, so I can go to my property, and I'm thinking of just screwing it into the tree since I'm going to take it down anyway, but I might put it on a post. I'll see. I don't know. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And then once I finish this, I'm going to go to the property and take care of some other stuff. Is it pretty straight?
Really good.
Is it pretty straight?